Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to...
Here comes the Miracle Man, Daniel. Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, fighting out of Tennessee, but now living.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from...
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening... And there's the bell to start the round. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. They exchange punches. We wanted action, and they are delivering. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Just missed with that hook. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Lucky that hook didn't score. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Just missed with that hook. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables in this next round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Nothing stupid, all right? Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round. Relax. Breathe and relax.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Missing with the hook. Caleb Plant is hurt. Down goes Caleb Plant.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do you still want to fight?
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Forget the knockdown. It's gone.
When you've got two evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. They both want the knockout. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not a lot of defense here at all. The straight right just misses. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. That counter punch caught him. Let's talk about Plant in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
What's the deal? All right, breathe. Focus and stupid.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Pretty close fight here in this round. How many more uppercuts can he take? Caleb Plant just got...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can you continue?
No one would have blamed him if he didn't get up, but here we go again, and this could get ugly.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know.
Plant is in some serious trouble here.
Good shot. His legs have gone. Come on, that's it.
And it appears the onslaught is over. Caleb Plant is hurt.
Come to me.
Back up on his feet, and now he's ready to engage again.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know they fight.
It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about planting that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Nothing stupid, all right? Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round. Relax. Breathe and relax. Right, this next round, I just want you to keep moving.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Both men step back for just a moment. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
How about that time counter shot? Trying to land that jab. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. That hook doesn't score.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in 1 shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Neither fighter willing to slow down. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose.
And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter shot lands. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
So much firepower here. Caleb Plant just got clipped.
Listen to me, are you okay?
They got to pick things up halfway through the round here. So he's back on his feet, but he's got to somehow turn this around.
Gotta look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round. Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. The jab not finding its target. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just missed with that hook. Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. Let's talk about Plant in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Right. Okay, how do you feel?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Missing with the left hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? That counter shot lands. A straight right just misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. His stamina is off the charts. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Is he going to punch himself out, though? very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
There's a lot on the line here.
Breathe, breathe, and relax. Breathe and relax. Right.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Incredible work rate. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters' plan is in some serious trouble here. He takes a step back, recalibrates himself, and goes right after him again.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Holding nothing back here in the round. That hook just can't find the target. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round ones. He knows what shot works and where to land it.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Jacobs in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
In the first minute of the next round, you get on top of him. Keep him big.
Look at him. He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. Just
don't let him get back into the fight. Come on. You got this. Don't let him up.
confidence. He's going to be stretching out his gas tank now. Keep whacking into the body.
And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Caleb Plant is hurt. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination.
Caleb Plant just got clipped. So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory.